Hello everyone, my name is Isaac Harrell, and I'm going to be doing an informative speech on the history of Stan Lee. This is my audience, and let us get started. If you ask people what their favorite superhero is, many people would answer with Iron Man, Wolverine, or Spider-Man. If you did answer with that, then you would have Stan Lee to thank for the creation of those characters. If you have a kid, or as a kid growing up, you will have no doubt been shown a Marvel movie or TV show. Stan Lee has had an extensive history as a creator of many of these beloved comic book characters and as a philanthropist to help people flourish in the arts. So let's look into the history of how he became a world-famous artist and a philanthropist. Stan Lee was born as Stanley Martin Lieber in 1922 and went to work in Timely Comics in 1939. Timely Comics then went on to become Marvel Comics. He worked there until 1942. From 1942 to 1945, he went to work in the Army at a couple of domestic posts, where he at first would help repair and maintain communication lines, but then went on to make training films, manuals, and slogans. Then went back to making comics with Atlas Comics from 1945 to 1959, where he made ultimately unsuccessful characters and comic book lines. Then, from 1959 onwards, for more than 40 years, he had gone on to work in Marvel, making several beloved characters such as the X-Men, the Avengers, and the Amazing Spider-Man. He had made the Amazing Spider-Man in 1962, and during that he had a bit of pushback from his then editor, Martin Freeman. In an interview with Larry King in 2000, Stan Lee had said this: "People hate spiders, so you can't call a book Spider-Man. Secondly, he can't be a teenager. Teenagers can only be sidekicks. And third, he can't have personal problems if he's supposed to be a superhero. Don't you know what a superhero is?" But he persisted and then put Spider-Man on the cover of Amazing Fantasy number 15 in August of 1962. Then when the monthly numbers came back, the editor had a quick change of heart and quickly praised Spider-Man, making him a mainstay in history. Now that we've looked into how he was as a comic book artist, let's look into how he was as a philanthropist. According to the Stan Lee Foundation website, every 1 in 7 children are illiterate. So Stan, Junko Kobayashi, and Theodore Adams went on to found the Stan Lee Foundation. One of the focuses that it has is the pop culture classroom, where it helps kids harness their creativity and writing. Another focus is working with several employment agencies so they can help give people with disabilities, autism, and veterans creative positions and careers. In conclusion, we have seen how Stan Lee has been a mainstay in helping people be as creative as they can and also give people some of the best superheroes that our generation has seen. Stan Lee has been one of the greatest creators in our lifetime, and he has definitely helped people be the best that they can be, as incredible, invincible, and amazing as they all are. Thank you for joining me in learning the thank you for joining me and learning the history of history's greatest artists. I cannot thank you enough for all this.